Hi guys, in today's tutorial we'll be making use of Revit 2022 and we will concentrate on how to solve Rebar visibility problem. Okay, so let's start. We have already modeled this particular little simple structure, so we now start afresh to make a another model of structure. You understand? And then try and know how to make these rebars to be visible as it is like this. So let us open a new project. Control N. Okay, structural template, yes. So we'll now start with grid line. Just a simple grid line. GR grid line, come up. This, maybe another one, this, then this, okay, this, okay, very fine. So I don't know the dimension of this. Let me make this 3000. Enter. Then this also 3000. Okay, enter. Now I don't need to be setting my levels. I'll be making use of this level 1 and level 2 only. So what I will now need to do is, I already know that okay, the beam I have here, they are the automatic beam, they are the default beam. So I will be loading in both beam and column, the concrete beam and column. So I'll come to this insert load family. I will now come to looking for structural columns, then concrete. Will now come to rectangular column, load it. Then you also come to insert, go back to beam, this structural framing. You now come to concrete, rectangular beam, load it. So with these two things, I will go straight to put in my column. Okay, this is it. So I will just say at grid finish. Okay, it's not visible at this place. So meanwhile, let me open my view, my structural views. So come to this place, you have structural plan. Okay, so select it to open. Now coming under this my structural plan, now we can now view our column. So I want to just set up the column to be, let me say 300 by 300 a millimeter. So say okay, and everything changes. So the next thing I need to do is just to put up my beams. So still come to beam. My beam, I want it to be 300 by 450. Okay, so I say okay. I want it on grease, run. Okay, so I'll say finish. So I'll come to my 3D. You now see how my column, my beams and everything has been inserted. So the next thing I need to do is come back to this. I will now need to put my reinforcement. Now coming to this rebar, okay, I will need to load it. So yes, I will now come to structural rebar, structural column, precast, rebar coupler, rebar shapes. Yes, so I will basically load everything. I don't want structural rebar, I'm looking for some. So I will just load everything. Okay, it has finished loading. So I will start with reinforcing my beams. So okay, escape. Now come back to this rebar. Okay, now if we have so many options here, and this is not my what I'm trying to, but for the beam, I'll just click here, come to this place. Okay, perpendicular, parallel to cover, parallel to work plane, parallel to cover. Okay, no, this is not it. Placement, parallel to work plane. Okay, yes. And then remember what I'm making use of is bar shape 00. So I will now come and put here put here. Okay, let me just use this one for the meantime. Now if I now go to my 3D, let me drag this out. If I now go to my 3D, put it under shaded, you'll find out that inside is this. Okay, I want to locate my reinforcement. So where is it? You see the problem? Looking for the reinforcement. Okay, look at it here. I think this is it. You see, so everything just appears as a line, and that is a major problem that we normally see. So this is exactly what we want to solve. So when it happens this way, let me drag this out so that we'll be seeing it well. When it happens this way, we have three things that we can do. First, let me take this in back to shaded. Okay, and then this is the reinforcement. No matter how you zoom it, will still be like line. So first, I'll click on the reinforcement. Let me just select the two reinforcements visible in view. Now I'll now come to this property and look for where we have view visibility state, and I'll click edit. Then I will now click view as solid, and I'll say okay. Okay, so this one thing. Okay, the second thing you need to also do for it to come out as the shape that you need is just come to this place and then click fine. Now you see how the reinforcement is now looking, but there's another problem. If you look well, there's another problem, and the problem is you find out that the outline of this reinforcement is too thick. So then what do we do? Okay, what we also need to do is click this particular, select all the reinforcement, override graphics in view, then enter. Let's start with this by element. If you come to this page, there is what we call this projection line. Come to this projection line, then under this weight, go to this by object weight, click on one. Then there's also another thing you need to do, because this is not where it ends. Come under this custom, what is the scale itself, maybe change everything to 1, and you'll find out that automatically everything on this will turn to a very fine as if to say it is even rendered. So put this under wireframe so that we'll be able to see these two things clearly. Let me make these two reinforcements coming under here. The hooks 90-degree, standard, then hooks at end standard. Okay, make this 90, make this 90. So okay, now let me go to north. Am I supposed to be under north? This is west. Okay, go to west and then make this to be the same way. Sorry, this is not wireframe, so I'll be able to see the reinforcement. And then maybe I can also edit these to, okay, still under solid. Okay, no problem. So what another thing I need to do, I need to make this reinforcement come down. So I'll come under this. Okay, so it's not double. Come back to 2D, 3D, select the two, visibility, click on solid, and then this. So the next thing, I want to remove this from visibility, this particular, I want to remove it, I want to put it under shaded. So what I need to do to make this thing, the reinforcement clear, I'll just need to click on this what is it called, shaft. So boundary line, cancel by face. So I'll pick up this, keep this well, and maybe start from here and then keep this way. Okay, I can now see my reinforcement in this way. Then maybe under this tail also. Okay, let me leave this particular one. So let me put up the reinforcement for the columns. So I'll come back to this rebar, structure, rebar. Then the by 2 points there. Then placement near cover. Okay, pepper hair. So I will now click this, this. Okay, and it happened that select all instance visible in view. I want to make all this to be Y16. Okay, very fine. So these are my reinforcements for the slab, for the column. Now, but unfortunately, we cannot see it very well. So what we need to do also in this case, I think this is where it is. Am I right? Put it under wireframe. Where's the okay? Look at the rebar here. So select all instance metal project. Come under here, under visibility office. Put it as solid. Okay. So now the next I need to do is I need to drag some of this up. Drag them up. Okay, very fine. Let me put it back to shaded. Okay, now I also need, maybe let me copy this tray and then place it on this side. Okay, so I also need to select all invisible in view. Go back to this place, view as solid. Okay, so with this now we now see another problem. You see, the reinforcement is no longer showing as if to say it is inside the concrete column. So there is another problem that sometimes we normally see in visibility. So I want to select all the reinforcement visible in view, then go back to under this edit, come to this unobscured. Sure, let me go back. If you click on this, on one of them, and come under this place, you find out that this thing is ticked. The view is unobscured. So if you click it, if you untick it, you find out that it will now be embedded. So what I need to do is just to select the affected ones, or all the reinforcement. I can even select all the reinforcement visible in view, then come under this edit, tick and untick, go back, and it will enter. So this is another problem that we have already solved. So I want to be seeing part of this particular column, the inside. So let's by face. Okay, so using this this way, set enter here. I want to be seeing part of this. So okay, go back to our plan. So let me just a little. Let me leave this beam this way. So I want to be seeing this my reinforcement here very clearly. Okay, what it is? Okay, part of my beam, edit, tick. Okay, so now these are my reinforcement. I see how clearly it is showing. So let us put in our, what is it called, our stirrup. So by points, okay, parallel to work plane. Okay, placement vertical is parallel to work plane. I think this is supposed to be okay. Let's select the particular bar shape we are talking about, rebar shape. So coming, okay, let's choose this and then expand by host. Assuming we now put this, click on this, then fixed number. Let's use the by spacing and let's choose 200 as the spacing. So we now have this. Okay, so let's go back to our 3D and then maybe by face. Okay, I want to be seeing my rebar. I want to be seeing. Okay, now very fine. You can see our links. So we need to make it to have this kind of shape. I mean, not to be a form of straight line. So we still need to do the same thing we have been doing. Coming back to this edit, view as solid. Okay, so it will now turn back to be this in this form. Now adjust this. So adjust this. Okay, let's just continue. So assuming this is what we want, okay, but we want it to have a bar, as if to say it has what's it called, the shape of reinforcement, having a thread like stuff. So what we need to do is select all these. Meanwhile, I want this thing to be the bar shape to be that of 10 mm. Okay, so what I need to do is select this particular reinforcement, in short all, select instance all. Now come under this override by, let me say, category. Okay, and then under this project, okay, under this surface pattern, choose this to be stale. Then come under this background and maybe you now choose by solid fill. Then maybe, okay, let us forget about color now, solid fill. So the reinforcement shape will now be like this. So you say apply. Okay, it's not still appearing. Okay, let's go back. Select instance in entire project, visible in anyone. So we'll now override by category, still yes, by view. So what we need to do is to now go back to this, under this stay pattern, we now move to this place and maybe change the scale. Okay, maybe you're making use of scale of 5. Now say okay. Now you can see it has the appearance of steel. You can now see it. So now if you want, in case if you want to change the color of this particular reinforcement, all you need to do is, maybe this one you want to make this to have the same color, and then these links to have different color. Maybe select let me just use this. Filter grid, structural fill. Okay, sorry. So we now need to go to this, click select by override by graphics, maybe use element in this case now. So when you now come to this place, under this projection pattern, you don't need it. So under the surface pattern, you will now come to this steel. Then the color you need to choose, maybe I want to choose something like this color now, for example. Okay, so let's go with this. Then under this by material, well, this you choose solid. This is even where you need to put the colors itself. Maybe you can remove this. Now we now click apply. Okay, you see the color will now change automatically. You see, so but it's now preventing it. Okay, you can still see it as if it says in Rebar. So coming under this particular, you now need to click, go to this element, in this case element. So do the same thing. Choose the steel. Now come back to material. Okay, if you come down to this place, you choose. Now you need to choose the color. Maybe I choose red. Okay, okay, good. Apply. Okay, so this basically what's how you can always change this. So I think with this we'll now come to the end of this tutorial. Thank you.